Hello Libra, this is Victoria from Mindful Bamboo and I'm here with your June tarot forecast. Thank you for joining me today. This will be the usual format of the reading, so we'll take a look at your love relationship, your career and workspace, and we'll get you some advice from the universe on how to navigate the energies of the month of June. At the end, I will post some messages from your person of interest to yourself. As usual, I'm getting started with an oracle card, and today I decided to use the wisdom of the oracle for that purpose. So let's see what comes up for Libras. Hope you guys are doing great. If you like what I'm doing, don't forget to like the video, to leave a comment, to subscribe to my channel. If you feel like this is not your story, which could be the case, since this is a collective reading, please check out readings for other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or look through the titles for other readings, and whichever title speaks to you, there's probably a message there somewhere that you are supposed to hear. We got two cards actually. Ooh, look how similar they are in their coloring. Very much a yin energy for you, Libra. Have exchanging gifts and higher power. Wow, so I'm immediately getting that it's actually you're gonna be embracing the gifts that you have in connection to your higher power, and just generally the gifts of intuitive guidance, the psychic gifts for some of you, right? It's gonna be something like, if you think about the word gift not as a present, but an actual, like, I have gifts, I have talents, right? It's getting to know more of your talents, more of that giftings from God, from the higher power, whichever you believe in, and taking it in, right? That's the yin energy. Noticing it, observing it, embracing it, receiving it, right? It's that receiving energy. You don't have to work hard for it, but be attentive, pay attention to what's going on around you and how you're getting those nudges, those messages on where those talents, those gifts lie. Okay, let's get into tarot. Beautiful, I love this beginning. Let's see what we have for Libra in the month of June. Ooh. Okay, I'll have to pick up the cards. I will be using them. Let's see. Yeah, and on a general note, I'm still behind with the monthly readings because, and this time, it's because I just got back from my travel. My travel was pretty intense the last 2 weeks, and I'm still, obviously, I did the move itself, and I'm still getting adjusted to the place, to my lifestyle, to a lot of different things. So I apologize for running a little late on the readings, but we'll get there. By July, I'll be there. Okay, so for a love relationship, we have 8 of Wands, 4 of Cups, oh, and the Sun. Love it, the happiest card in the deck. For a career space, we have 5 of Pentacles in reverse, 4 of Pentacles, the Lovers. Wow, big deal. Sun, Lovers. You could be dealing with a Leo or a Gemini. The advice is 9 of Cups, Knight of Swords, 4 of Swords, another 4. So we have 3 of them apart from 4 of Wands. So yeah, it's interesting because 4s are actually about the foundation. It's about kind of like the archetypal energy, the structures, right? And you're missing 4 of Wands, which is about the commitment. Could be personal or professional, right? The long-term partnership. You don't have that, so that I feel is going to be something that you'll be exploring, that you'll be looking for. It may not necessarily be the main theme of the month, but just in general. So It's like it may feel at some point that you have like different aspects of your life figured out, your life-work balance, wellness, the way you deal with money, how you entertain yourself, or what you do in your leisure time. But when it comes to partnerships, let's call them relationships, right? There's still certain aspects that you don't have figured out for like just knocking it out of the park. For, you know, like when you have your baseline, you have that kind of template in a positive connotation in this case, then you don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. It's already there. It's straightforward. You know it works for you, and you just go with it. And you don't have that for those kind of relationships, right? So this is something to explore, and you will be interested in figuring out what are still the missing pieces and how to fill the gaps, sorry. Okay, so for your relationship, I'm getting there is an urge to communicate to each other about where you are, like where you find your happiness, and how to kind of bring back the magic. That's what I'm getting. So there may be that kind of tension of like, I don't feel like we're together. You see, this person is by himself. Gender is irrelevant in this case, but this is a card of boredom, of being like, well, and being pessimistically or melancholically inclined, right? It's like, I don't see us spending time together, communicating well, and I don't feel this partnership being strong. Like, I'm wondering myself, how serious is this, or where are we going with it? That kind of idea, right? But mostly it's out of boredom, out of that feeling of like, oh, I don't know, like stale, stagnant energy, right? And this what comes out of it. So it's actually good to have that as a catalyst to find new ways to be happy together, to celebrate life. If you have pets, kids, they're there too, right? Like all together in your natural habitat, right? How you can spruce up your life and bring something fresh and exciting into it. Okay, for your career space, we have these are actually pretty opposite energies, to be honest. But I like that we have lovers here. And yes, I know it's a little strange to be talking about lovers energy in a career space, but mind that love goes far beyond just a romantic relationship, right? And choosing love is just as important when it comes to yourself, when it comes to your relationship with God, with colleagues, bosses, employees. It's important to be guided. You see the angel here too, by the way, right? It's important to exercise the divine guidance, to have that loving approach. And in this case, you'll exercise it in your professional life, in your career space, right? So like two main themes. This is about handling relationships, managing expectations, and setting healthy boundaries as well. This part is about how you actually deal with the budget or resources. Can be other resources that you have at your disposal. It can be anything starting from like a salary that is paid to you and finishing with a certain budget that you are in charge of, allocating or spending or using for certain projects, right? So there's gonna be a little bit of back and forth and a little bit of that movement where at times it wouldn't be very clear which is the right way forward, or whether it's going to be a success or not so much, right? Whether it's investment or the way the project will go, or whatever else will be around spending resources. But it's important that you can see where you're making a choice out of, the good reason of, how do I say this? This is the energy of playing safe, kind of, right? But it can come from a good place where you're playing safe because you understand the risks and the consequences in your choosing a safe way, you know, with all the factors measured and considered. Or you're doing it out of insecurity because, you know, there's something in your mind that somehow you're told and you started to believe that you won't be successful in this area, or this project will not be a success. Somehow it was imprinted into your mind and you're kind of sabotaging it by playing safe, by playing small, but not wanting to go all in, right? So pay attention to those signs. That's why your gifts are going to be really, really helpful, because the more the connection you have with your higher power and those gifts, the easier it's going to be able for you to tell which is the right way out of this particular scenario, and what is going to bring me happiness, or what is the loving choice. And actually, when we come to the advice, first of all, we see manifestation of your dreams, right? So it's very important to remember what they are, remind yourself. And this is something that you can bring about for yourself. This is a minor arcana, so this is something achievable for you, by you, to be in that spotlight, to be happy because what you were looking for, what you wanted in your life, it comes to you, right? On the other hand, we see all the swords. The page energy is kind of immature. It's kind of like jumping to conclusions. It's saying things without thinking them through. So be careful with that. And if at some point you realize that that is caused by other factors, or your physical state, or, you know, whatever it is, like there are certain factors that amplify this energy, it's very important to take a time out to, or self-care day if you wish, and give yourself that space, that rest, that love. You know, that's another aspect of exercising love and your gifts as well, right? Realizing how precious they are and how precious you are to the world, because you have those gifts, because you are who you are, right? And taking care of yourself. Okay, messages from your person of interest to you, messages for Libra from their person at this time. Okay, I don't know what it is, but I will pick it up. Sorry, guys. This is my Ukrainian t-shirt, by the way. I needed it today to feel better after all the news about the explosion at the hydroelectric power plant. It was a disaster. I'm addicted to you. Look at that. Oof. I'm too afraid to talk. Yeah, that's that tension around not communicating openly. I'm open to compromise, but the person wants to. They want to mend fences. And that's what we see here in this card, actually. They want this. Then, like, the current situation does not feel right for them either. Now is not the time in One Pentacle. So they want to start something new in the physical. Maybe you will be taking up a new hobby together. You'll travel, right? They're just basically saying that we just need to find the right time when it works for both of us, and we can really embrace it and enjoy it, right? So be patient with your person. If there's something they're going through at work, or they're dealing with certain health issues, or just trying to tie up their loose ends and maybe close out some matters, be patient with them and be open to compromise on your side as well. Libra is very good at that, so I trust that you will find that common ground. I love you guys. I'll leave you here for now. Until next time, bye.